Hey guys, it's Gadget, and behind me, Felix is wearing the headband because right now I'm eating soup, and it is December 11th, 2016 at 8:10 p.m. here in the United States. And the reason why you probably haven't seen a vlog in the last couple of days, weeks, or whatever, is not only because of what Christopher Graham John Fuel had done to me once again, not only because of how my family is, that's here, so because I also have to tell you something interesting that happened to me a couple of days ago. By a fluke, by whatever, don't know how, but it might have been my grandparents looking down on me. And I'm going to start crying again. I don't want to cry because the first take on this is bad. Guys, the first time I did this was bad. I don't want you to see my tears. But I had this picture, and I'm also looking, and what happened was Ancestry had contacted me because, as you see, after what Christopher did, Christopher had promised, and this is how it relates. Everyone thinks, stop talking about Christopher, stop talking about it now. Okay? What happened was, and sorry about the allergies, because my allergies are kicking in, because we finally got snow today, but I don't have pictures of it because it's too late to go out to do any night shoots and everything around here. But, excuse me for blowing my nose. But, yeah, I have the worst allergies. So, basically this. Had to go through Facebook for something, and I didn't use the computer this time. I used the phone. Alright? And I'm looking and I see this picture and I'm like, that looks like my Uncle John, my dad, when you know what I mean, right? Excuse me guys. So I sent the picture I had of me as a baby with my Uncle Tony, my Nana, and this lady in it, right? That I didn't know. It had my right? And it was me in a little Christmas dress with a bow on my head. Little, wrapping paper bow that people stick on kids. Here, put the bow on the present. Yeah. Okay? And it's the only picture I had of my Uncle Tony. Now, all these years we've been looking for my Uncle Thomas, right? That my nephew is sort of named after. He's Thomas John. He's named after his uncle, his great uncle, and his great grandfather. All right. So basically, we had been looking for Tommy more because we knew about where we knew Tony was around a certain area, but we didn't know exactly where. We didn't know if the kids were, we didn't know what was going on. But we knew exactly a more local area. You know what I mean? But I also couldn't find them either, even on Ancestry. So looking, I said, I took a chance. Let me send the picture. It's my cousin Colin. There, instead of 5 of them, as far as I knew, there are 6 of them now. First cousins from my dad's baby brother, who is still alive. My father's in shock. My mom can't believe it. I see I'm going to start crying again. And that's why I did the soup, and I'm trying to do everything else and keep things around me so I don't start crying again, because all I can think about is they don't get to see their grandparents. You know what I mean? They missed out on, well, technically I missed out too, a little bit on my grandparents, but when they moved from the Bronx to Long Island and everything, but my cousins out there had them more than me and my sister did, so it's like a half and a half, you know what I mean? So I do have some home movies. I know I do. I have to find them. No one is getting these. I know I do have them. I just have to finish fixing this place up, get to them, and try to do something with them. But speaking with Colin, we caught up a little bit. He knows half the story. I knew only half the story. And then he dropped this on me. I don't understand how fate and destiny works, but fate and destiny knows when to pick it. Because this is the very odd coincidence of this. Now, here where I live in the Bronx, we have this park called Gaelic Park where everyone comes from either Riverdale, Ireland, England, or everything. Everyone plays football there, meaning soccer, that if you're here in the United States. When he said, oh yeah, I was here in the States and I played again, I said, what? I'm typing, I'm like, what? I called my dad, I said, Dad, is Gaelic Park? He goes, yeah. Okay, Gaelic Park, if you go the way I live, is 4 long blocks down the hill. I'm on the Van Cortlandt Village side. Gaelic Park is on the Riverdale side by the dealership. Okay? I also worked in bars over there and everything. Colin didn't tell me what year he was there, but I always watch the guys play football whenever I would run my errands. If I'm out, if I see them playing, I stop for a little bit, watch, and then I go run my errands. He was in feet and yards of me and didn't even know it. He had been looking for us too. He knew he had family around here and he didn't, you know what I mean? But think about it. 4 blocks away. He was 4 blocks away. And if he came at a time when I was waitressing at one of the bars down there, I might have waited on him, not even have known. But he was 4 blocks away. My dad was in shock. He's like, is he here? Is he here? My dad wanted to meet him. All right. But I'm not having anybody come here until this is giving me the goal to really fix this place now. Because I want my cousins to come here. Okay. I want to meet them finally. Because all I knew about them was this little picture about that big by that big of 4 boys and this little blonde-headed girl that my grandmother said, yep, there's the other blonde in the family. She's the other blonde. You're blonde and she's blonde. So don't worry, this is the other blonde in the family. Okay? Because technically, if you count all the kids of the first cousins, I don't know if Andrea was blonde, but each one of us, Stacy's not blonde, you know, so I'm actually the blonde until Christine came in. That's my other cousin. And like I couldn't believe, you know, and ignore what my face looks like, especially here, because that's when the glasses fall down. You know, I had a hard time with that. But I'm ecstatic and a little upset because I did a live feed and I found out there's another cousin, but I don't know how she's related as a cousin. She claims she's Alico's granddaughter. So I don't know if she is technically like a cousin or second cousin, or I don't know how it works when it's a sibling's child. Do you see what I mean? So I don't know if how she's like would she be considered a distant cousin or cousin like Derek and Elaine? I mean, you know, stuff like that, or Cora, things like that, right? So my mom remembers her, Susie is her name, being there when my mom had to help things with Nana and Shay out there. So Colin, if you're watching this, my mom said she had to finalize some things out there with Nana and Shay. She won't tell me the whole story. Like, there's so much stuff no one will tell me, and I only have half the story the way he has half. So I haven't spoken to my sister yet. I don't know if my mom has said anything. I did do a shout out to all the cousins here in the United States to either call me or get on the ball because I found them. And this just tells you how this family is fractured here. And I hate to do that to them because they have pictures of Nana and Shay that I don't have. The way my sister does, the way, like, we all have different things. I at least have the videos that I pray I can find. You know what I mean? After I really fix this place up. Because I want their great-grandkids to see, you know? I want to find more pictures to send to Colin over the years, you know? Stuff like that. And I also think Nana and Shay are doing this. So I talked to my sister because we haven't talked since Valentine's Day after she belittled me in a store. And my friends saw it. All because, and this is how it ties in, because I wanted to go see Christopher at the time, who was my boyfriend, but my best friend too. Okay? And my friend is chiming in on Skype because she's not doing well either. She's not feeling good and everything. It's the holiday season. Everyone is so messed up. But to get a miracle like this, to find my first cousins, I've been searching for a long time. I knew they existed, but I've been searching for a long time. And Christopher Graham John Fuel of the UK, living in Newcastle, promised to help me find my family. But it doesn't work when you throw somebody away. You know what I mean? We were 2 hours away from my Uncle Tommy, the last known location in Nottingham. All right? And it's also a little funny thing in the family history of my Uncle Thomas, because Nottingham just fits perfectly with the stories that he has done. So get it? Robin Hood, sort of? Yeah. We'll get into that I know of. So, but Christopher's dad had gone into the hospital while we were on the trip. So Dad was out trying to find my uncle, and we were supposed to, if Christopher didn't throw me away, I was to come back next year and we'd go there and see my uncle and everything. But he threw me away, and I wasn't going to celebrate Christmas because I don't like celebrating Christmas because of my other grandmother. My mom's mom had died a few days before Christmas, and we had to bury her after, I think, or before her, because it was one of those where I blocked it all out. And I mean, so yeah. So I thought finally somebody in my life. Who knew I'd get the best Christmas present ever? Finding my cousins. That I just want to hug them, you know? So there was a few situations here. We don't know who's going to respond very well. So as far as I know, Dad is like, do what you want. You want to meet them, meet them. Do what you want. Dad feels that he was only 4 years old. He doesn't know his brother. He really doesn't. My mom says Dad never went back to see his brother, only that one time at Christmas when they came in. And I'm not showing the gift he gave me because this gift that Uncle Tony gave me is the only proof I've had that proves that I am their first cousin, you know? And it just goes to show that miracles can happen. And I'm trying not to cry because I know I'm going to cry when I see them because they all have little ones they're blessed. I'll tell that. My grandmother would love them. My grandfather, oh my God. That's why I'm trying to eat this so I don't cry. Get it? My grandfather was shy, but he was funny. He was like tells jokes, everything and stuff, right? He is a people person. He is. I'm gonna say is because I can't say was. You know. Like I said, sorry guys. This is what happens in daily life, and I wanted to do this without crying. You know. So we used to call him Funny Man, and my cousin Peter looks just like him. You know, looks just like my grandfather. Peter's a little thinner, but looks like my grandfather. All right. And Christine has my Nana smile. Okay. And I'm just sitting there going like, I have cousins. I have cousins that are real. That aren't like the cousins that are here, you know? Because everyone was either too old or bullied me, you know? Or I was always hanging out with the younger cousins, you know? Even my Italian side, I didn't even know my cousins. I had to find last year I was finding them, you know? So it's getting there, you know? That's why I'm praying 2017 is the best, you know? But the one thing that's got me upset is the fact that even though I can't share it with Nana and Shay, there was one other person I wanted to share it with. And these tears are for Nana and Shay, not him. Okay? Because even before he threw me away, he did swear that we would find Uncle Tony too. You know? He did want to help. But he used that, you know? In a ploy to get me back. And you don't do that. No. Because you want to know what went through my head? I went to pick up the phone, and the first person I wanted to call, because like I said, I can't share it with the two people that I want to share it with, because they're not here anymore. But the one person I wanted to share it with threw me away. My best friend, the person who saw me when I was invisible, and then threw me away and made me invisible again. All because of his friends. Now, here's the thing. Maybe my live video got to him somehow, because in the past 3 days, I have not had phone calls. Up until 3 days ago, there were phone calls. They were nasty ones. But I just let them, you know what I mean? I pick up the phone, hi, whatever, and hang up on them. But in the last 3 days, maybe 2, there has not been any phone calls. There hasn't been any hate mail. There hasn't been anything. So maybe somebody saw the video and decided to stop. You know? Maybe someone saw it and said, you know what? She's happy. Let her be. Maybe it'll distract. No. Maybe they all grew up. Maybe because it's the holiday season that Christopher's friends, the ones who bullied me, maybe they just gave up for the holiday season, you know? Because I called them out on everything. I'm always going to tell you guys, a bully is a bully. You call them out on their things. Like if they call you baby, yeah, say I'm a baby doll. I'm a very pretty baby doll. I just got to get my nails done, you know? Or I own a pretty baby doll, you know? See my baby doll on the shelf, you know? Oh yes, my child's a baby doll, you know? Or other things. Just call them out. Like his friend Luke would do when I had my ears on. He couldn't even understand that cat ears And he keeps calling them rabbit ears. I mean, come on, you know? Their perception is so off. But it hurt that I could not share this with him. That even though I don't know yet, I haven't spoken to Colin about it yet, but I would love to go see them in Ireland. I know Daddy can't go. I'm going to try to convince Daddy to go. Oh, trust me, I'm going to try to convince Daddy to go. But my mom can't because of her heart. My sister can go. The kids can go. My brother-in-law can go. But I am so trying to convince my dad, who's still in shock right now. But I don't think he can get a passport because it's been so long, you know? So it might just be me going. If they would, if they want me to. I don't want to impose on them. That's not how I was brought up. But if they come to America, I would like this place to be at least a little more decent, because when I start a project, I really start a project. You know, I start a project to the point where it's like I don't put anything back. Because every time I try to put things back, right, something else breaks. Something else does something. There's been 3 times we tried to fix the kitchen. 1 time trying to fix the bathroom. So I gave up. My bedroom has become the biggest closet going to put everything in. But I am ecstatic right now, still in tears, that I found my cousins. And I am so happy. I just saw the Christmas picture. I want to hug each and every one of them. And it's given me another goal, too. Nana used to crochet and knit. She used to make blankets for all of us. I think she stopped with my sister. I think she did because I don't know if she made one for Christopher, meaning my cousin Christopher. There's 2, Christopher out in England, and then there's my cousin Christopher. Okay, that's Noel's son. All right. So I tried to pick it back up to make a blanket for all the kids, and I haven't caught up on that. But now it's going to give me another goal because I really want to make something for the kids out there too. You know, Nana taught me how to crochet. Some of my relatives on the Italian side taught me how to crochet. I can't knit. I know the concept of knitting, but my dyslexia won't let me. Stacy knows how to knit, but she can't because her fibromyalgia is getting worse. Plus, I'm not talking to her either. See, this family's that way. I am tired of being the bigger person in this family. But I think Nana and Shay want me to be, because of how this family is. Because no matter how selfish or idealistic they are, life is too short. Stacy didn't even know about Uncle Tommy. All right? I don't even know if she knows about Tony. You know? All I want is everyone to meet everybody. I want to hug them. And I'm trying not to cry. There's reasons for everything, people. But this is the thing I'm going to say to everybody. Life is too short to be holding grudges, to be belittling people, to be bullying people, to throw away people because someone else tells them they're not good for you, when deep down in your heart, you know what the truth is. I don't bother people because people usually let me go, or people are too busy for me. So I've learned to not bother them unless they want to be bothered. But not anymore. And I'm trying so hard not to cry because, like I said, these are happy tears because we found them. And my grandparents, I wish were alive to hug them. You know? Colin said his 2 older brothers, when they were babies, got to, Nana and Shay came for them. But he never got her. You know? And I can understand that. Because he solved a mystery about a photo of me in an airport at like 2 years old, 3 years old, you know? Because Jason and Gary were born right after each other in 79 and 80. I'm born 76. So yeah, it makes sense that Nana and Shay went while I was little, and all the cousins went to see Nana because I do remember Nana going on a plane. but I didn't, you know what I mean? No, that's the picture, you know? So that's interesting. I don't know who has the picture now since Nana passed away, because Uncle John, I don't know what he did with everything. I just have to, so I can stop crying. I want to keep distracted because of everything. But I'd like to know if he still has the photo albums, because there's some pictures that I want Colin to see and everything that Nana had of everybody. But I have 6 first cousins. And technically, Christine would be considered the baby. Now her brother Peter is, of all the first cousins. And it's exciting. It's cool. Because I have cousins. The family's getting bigger. And all I want to do is hug them. So guys, I'm telling you right now, miracles do happen. I asked the universe to fix what they broke. But here's the thing. This miracle happened because of something that everyone says I shouldn't think about, but really it's true. Christopher Graham John Fuel took me to Durham Church, or the cathedral, where they filmed Harry Potter, right? At the altar, they have it where you light a candle for your family and everything. You say a prayer. My prayer was to find Uncle Tommy and the rest of the family. And they said the prayer gets heard because of the way the church is and everything. I heard people talking while I was lighting the candle. And I said a prayer for Nana and Shay. And I thought, what could it hurt? You know? Oh, yeah. I know I'm crying. What could it hurt? It brought me a miracle. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. I didn't get to go to Nana's funeral because of the situation that happened here that you guys know about from my family. What happened with Mom and everything in 2000, you know, that year in 2005, whatever, right? That I want to forget about. When your sister tells you, should we bother even telling her? Because, let's see, I had to work. I worked in jobs where I couldn't get days off. You couldn't, all right? Even though Nana was, you know what I mean? These jobs would fire you in an instant because it's retail jobs. They're not like they are in, in Europe or anything like that, okay? I couldn't get a hold of my boss. And you know what also is sad? The cousins could have came and gotten me. They could have picked me up at the job and told my boss and said, look, we need her to take her grandmother, you know, it's her funeral. But that's okay. Nana gave me the funeral already. Prior to 3 days or 4 days to Nana's passing, I used to be a background actress. And I never take funerals because everyone will always pass away in the family. It's the one time I took a funeral scene because I knew there was no body in the coffin, whatever, right? Yeah, she gave me the funeral before. Everyone said that. They said that was creepy, but, you know, but that's how I see it. She made sure to say goodbye. So, tears of joy. As I'm trying to find more tissues because of everything. Not the soft kind, but paper towels. Trust me, the take before was worse. That one no one sees. That one I was bawling for the... and it's about an hour long. This one's only, what, 25 minutes right now? But I want to talk more with them. I want to get to know them. Only Christine, Peter, and Colin have Facebook. I want to Skype with them so bad. Just know this. You guys, if you are watching, we're loved by Nana and Shay. Shay got sick, so it's hard for Nana to do things. We never abandoned your dad. No. If anybody ever thinks that of that, no. Shay wanted him so bad. Shay wanted Uncle Tony, but they traveled on a boat to get here as immigrants. You don't put an infant on a boat. You really don't. You don't know what diseases. You don't know what back then. It was the 50s. You don't know what was on there. Okay? A lot of people left their children with others until they were old enough to get them so that they could survive the boat ride or the plane ride or whatever, you know? He was not abandoned and he was wanted. And guess what? If they had taken him when he was a baby, Colin wouldn't be here. Gary, Kenneth, Christine. Wait. Kenneth? No, wait. Jason, Gary, Colin, Kenneth, Christine, Peter would not be here. Might be a different version of them. And even Colin said, yeah, with American accents. And I probably would have been hanging out with them more than these ones that are here that ditch me every time, you know? So guys, I'm going to try to blog more, but I had a few days to have to, trying not to cry, you know? All because I have the most, I can't even say selfish family. Because everyone doesn't know the whole stories. They don't. They do only care about themselves, and I've noticed that with my family. It's nothing against them or anything. It's just how they survive this, you know? Me, I'm the oddball out. I'm the one who doesn't fight. I believe in karma. I believe what goes around comes around, that life is too short to deal with anybody else's negativity. None of the other ones wanted to find the cousins. I was the only one. Everyone just gave up on looking. Everyone gave up on Uncle Tommy. No. I wanted to find them because I want to know what family's like. I have, as you all know, a tattoo now. Because too many of my family members are passing away from cancer. Too many are disappearing because of old age, etc. It's Ohana. Family is not forgotten. Okay? I got a new one because I'm tired of this. You could be gone, like distant and everything. You know, you could leave, you could whatever, but you're not forgotten. And that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. Uncle Tony was not forgotten. Uncle Tommy was not forgotten. None of you were forgotten. We just couldn't get to you because of technology, because of sickness, because of everything. Or me being too young. Or having a mom that's paranoid if I walk out the front door. Because I know if you guys are watching these, you're going to learn a little bit about my mom. Okay? She was always afraid someone was going to take me away. So, what do? It took me this long to get a passport. It took me this long to get my birth certificate. All this other stuff. These last 10 years of my life, I've been on fast forward. And in those 10 years, I have loved, lost, and found family. These next 10 years, I pray the universe lets me live forever. Because I'm going to, if Colin and all them agree, I'm going to go try to see my cousins. Hopefully grab the boys, Jason, Kenneth, Colin, Gary, and Peter, to hop this ferry with me, or somehow to go to Newcastle and smack the shit out of Christopher Graham John Fuel, or use our words, basically, for doing what he did. Okay? Because think about it. Or I can have them, when I go visit, introduce me to some of their friends that are single. Okay? Because I'll have cousins that are probably like that. You know? I got this one. You want to meet him? I got this one. You know? I want to know if they're like that. Because the ones here, they fix me up with the worst. You know? Hey, it's a theory, you know? You know, because I just found family that I want to hug. That I've always wanted to hug. You know? So yeah, so this week has been a crazy week. I have to figure out now if Mom's going to give me some pictures to show them. if Dad's gonna want to talk if and when me and Colin work out something where we can get a Skype going, you know, but he's busy with his job and everything, you know, because I would love to talk one-on-one with them. I'd love to do videos with them, you know, catch up. We have God, yeah, over 30 years of catching up because of everything. They were wanted, they were loved. Everyone's like, oh, they could have no. They had lives too. So that's the thing. But now that everybody's older, the technology's better, we can figure out things, you know? And trust me, once I find those home movies, I am making sure you guys get to see your grandparents. All right? And some crazy stuff that happens here. Okay? I'd rather show you the whole crazy lot that's here. Because it's probably all of my Italian side with the Irish side, like the video, the way it's meshed up, you know? Might be the only easiest way to record it. You can fast forward to the Italian part of it, you know? But that 3119, everything else this week has been good. No bullying to me, no word from Christopher, nothing like this. And I haven't heard from that live feed that Samantha was supposed to do, but I did hear some craziness before they all stopped calling. Just know this, guys. Miracles can happen. Destiny and fate have a way. But life is too damn short. So seize the day. And that was told to me by one of my friends. And I am seizing the day. Because these last few days of 2016 are going bye-bye. And I'm going to make it fun for everyone. I have some footage from when I was in the city during the Spirited Away. That's on my other camera that I never uploaded yet. I want to see if I can do some more vlogging with that camera and upload it as one thing because my video program I have to call tomorrow to see why it's not working. I was not letting them remotely fix my computer and get into there because I've been hacked too many times. All I know is this, guys, again. I wanted a life with Christopher Graham John Fuel, who promised to help me find my family. He throws me away, and the universe gives me them. Is it a timeline? Is it whatever? Who knows? But know this. It's not too late to say you're sorry. It's not too late. Because life is too short. Don't hold any grudges against anybody. If you don't want to talk to them, that's on you. But know this. I will be talking to my cousins. I have no grudges with them. Susie, on the other hand, introduced herself very well to me. Me and Susie have a lot we're going to be talking about. Since she's only 2 years older than me, and hi, I'm Susie, your nanny or whatever. No. I now know where my bluntness, what side of the family it comes from. Yeah. So Colin's going to take care of that part. But, I'd love to meet the rest of you and get to know you. Because if my family doesn't want to, meaning my sister, my dad, my mom, and everything, that's okay. They're not ready yet. But I am. So guys, as I finish eating my soup, because this is vlogs and it's during real time, I had to mute the TV because when you're on YouTube, copyright things and stuff in the background, even though you don't see them, you know? Plus the microphone I'm using. And I have to check on my friend because she is having a hard time right now. Yeah, snowed in because she's in a different state and everything, and the kids and all this, and she got all this stuff and everything. But and another friend is chiming in because of other things, and she's in another state and all this other stuff. So you see, I got a lot of friends everywhere. But now I've got family, so I can add that to my list. So I hope maybe if I ever work out with Colin, if I can go to Ireland, who knows? Let's see what happens, because I do know where my grandparents got married. I do know where some other things are, so I wanted to go look at those things. But until then, welcome to the family. Welcome back to the family, I should say. Uncle Tony, Jason, Gary, Colin, Christine, no, Kenneth, Christine, and the surprise of Peter. Okay? Because Peter, that picture Nana had, I did not even know was you until I saw it on your Facebook page. So yeah, life is crazy. Life gives you miracles. Maybe I can get some more before 2000, so that way 2017 comes in on a good note. More goodness. And who knows? If Christopher Graham John's Fuel sees this, let him know. Or if you guys want to share it to him, just let him know. I found my family without your fucking help. Okay? You wanted to throw me away? Didn't break me. Didn't hurt me. Instead, I got a miracle. Now, if you want to think about that I can move on and live without you, that's fine and great. Because I have family that I'm going to go visit that I hope welcomes me with open arms because of what happened with this family. Yes, you did want to help me find them, but you were more concerned with your other friends and not acknowledging that I was your girlfriend. So, that is on you, Christopher Graham John Fuel, because without your help, I did find my family. Not the family I was looking for, but that's okay. It's better than nothing. Because maybe that family can help me find the last of my family. You know? And I don't hold grudges. I just really don't believe that you were that vindictive in what you did. So I thank your friends for not bullying me and taking away my joy of finding them for these last 3 days. But know this, my door is open to anyone, including you, Christopher Graham John Fuel, as known as Graveborn, if you want to make amends. There's a phone. There's a nice phone, okay? But if you guys don't, that's okay. You're not ready. Same goes for my new family that I found. Meaning my old but new. If people aren't ready yet to talk, that's okay. Just know that you're loved and cared about. See? That goes off whenever everything's right. All I want is to be happy this year. I don't want to be crying anymore unless these are tears of joy when I go to hug them. Okay? And from what I'm seeing, I might be the shortest of them. Little 5'3", Colin 5'11". God, what is it? Stacy, Christopher, my cousin Chris, right? Stacy, Michael, all of them get the height. Me and Dory get the shrimpiness. So, guys, I love you all. Can't wait to talk with you guys on Skype. And if you guys want to hop the boat to England and go deal with the ex-boyfriend, best friend who lied about everything, go right ahead. Because you know what? I'm going to be going to Europe a lot more times to make up for all the lost times. So, guys, have fun. I'm going to try to dry these tears, eat the salt, well, it added salt to the soup. And hopefully talk with Colin, Christine, and Peter on Facebook. And also leave some voice messages for Uncle Tony and all the others, videos, anything they want. Anything. So they can get to know me. They can ask me any questions. I'll tell them everything. I just got to get my father, my mother, and my sister, and the rest of this damn family here to come around. But that's going to be another miracle. Fingers crossed. Love you all. And let's see what happens. But there's more miracles to come. I know it. You know what the biggest miracle would be? Is if Christopher Graham John Fuel actually tells the friggin' truth. That would be the one I'd be going like, okay, 2017 is starting to look really good. But I don't think he's ever going to tell the truth. And I'm just going to keep moving forward. Just like all my other exes, he'll get used as an example of what not to do. Unless he can actually be the one different from all of them that he promised. That he was not going to be like them. And maybe, just maybe, when I go to visit my family in Ireland, with their permission, that he would want to meet them too. But that's a dream and a pipe dream. And another miracle. Because like I said, I wish Nana and Shay could still be alive to hug them. You know? But I'll talk to you guys soon. Drying my tears, and 40 minutes long. Ah! All right, so see you soon. Bye, guys.